Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 995 of NoDQ Video here on the YouTube channel. This is the YouTube version. If you would like to watch the full version, please head over to NoDQ.com. I have a link in the description box, a direct link to the video. You can also comment on NoDQ.com and I'll try to respond to as many comments as possible. With that being said, let's get down to your questions. First one today comes from Matt Barr. How can the Revival be the best if they can't stay healthy? A few people have asked me about the Revival. We have this situation where Scott Dawson is injured and might need surgery for his bicep, and this is coming off Dash Wilder recently coming back after injuring his jaw. This is a really unfortunate situation because the Revival came into the main roster, they were hot. Then you had one injury, they came back, it felt like they were starting to regain momentum, and then there's another injury. So this is definitely another setback for the two of them. It's hard for them to really establish themselves. They've been calling themselves top guys, and your casual fans are wondering, well, what's the deal here? These guys are not really doing anything, and they're calling themselves top guys. That, I think, is really unfortunate because based on what we've seen in NXT, these guys, if they're given the opportunity, they could be top guys. They could be the top tag team in WWE. They're that good. I just think that this is a very unfortunate setback. They've had two now in the span of a year, and I think that that has really stalled their momentum. And my fear is Vince McMahon or somebody else in a high position of power is going to say, hey, these guys are too injury prone, they're not worth investing in, and WWE is going to give up on them, which I really hope is not the case. I hope that they will be given another opportunity and there will be no more further injuries, but one can only hope. This one comes from Alex Boney. Is Bayley's injury a blessing in disguise? They can start over with her character since they damaged her so badly. In a way, I like this, and I found it really interesting on Raw. Bayley came out, talked about her injury, and this was probably the most she's ever been booed. I mean, it was really loud to the point where Bayley actually acknowledged it, and she appeared to be frustrated by it, which makes you think maybe there's something to this, and maybe this is the opportunity to turn her heel. Although I'm not sure WWE wants to do that because Corey Graves was doing the usual line that is given to the announcers. He said that Toronto is Bizarro World, and that's what Vince always has the announcers say when the fans are going against what they're supposed to be doing. So if the fans are booing the good guy, it's Bizarro Land. You know, they cheer for the bad guys, they boo the good guys, and that's how Vince feels that these fans are just, they're an exception to the general rule, and it's not like it's part of WWE's plan to turn Bayley heel. I don't think it is, because if WWE was going with this idea of Bayley turning heel, Corey Graves would have never said that. So I think WWE should turn her heel, though. I mean, this seems like a great opportunity to take advantage of it and just do something completely different with her character. It's taking a chance. I've said this before. There's a possibility it could backfire and it could potentially ruin Bayley because she would not be able to go back to the character she once was. But I honestly think it might be a risk worth taking at this point. So we'll see. We'll see if WWE decides to do that. But either way, just giving her some time off and maybe having her come back and give her a little bit more of an edge. If she's going to stay babyface, you know, as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, maybe she could be paired up with the Hardys, do a broken gimmick with them, or a Woken, whatever. Make her the new Lita. They could do something like that. So yeah, this at the very least should be an opportunity to repackage her and maybe do something different with her and give her a little bit of time off and bring her back stronger than ever. This one comes from Junior the Redneck. What's your take on Hulu using CM Punk's image to promote WWE Smackdown Live? Second time asker. That was really bizarre. I'm not sure what the deal was with that. I mean, clearly Punk is not coming back anytime soon. He's still under contract to UFC, even if he wanted to come back. According to a Hulu rep, they were given the promotional material, and that's what they ran with. it might have just been a simple mistake. Somebody in WWE's graphics department, the left brain doesn't know what the right brain is doing. Somebody just sent that by mistake, not realizing it's a guy who no longer works for the company. And I think that's all that was. I think people were reading too much into it, and Hulu never gave a definite reason as to why, but that's what I suspected. It was just a simple mistake. Somebody from WWE not realizing Punk is not with the company, somebody who's not really paying attention, just sent that photo to Hulu, and that's what Hulu ran with for their advertisement. This one comes from Chris. Hey Aaron, when will we see Shelton Benjamin back, and what should we expect?